Sonia, CEO and founder of Orbis 86, and you are tuned into the Silicon Dreams. And with me today, I have Sabeer Bhatia. Sabeer Bhatia, as you know, was the guy who brought Hotmail to the world. And after that, he has done many amazing things in his illustrious 3-decade career now. More than that, he still looks very handsome and young. So, don't let his face fool you. The guy is a genius, and what we are going to talk today is what is Sabir's vision for the next decade. So, Sabir, do you want to start by telling listeners of the Silicon Dreams what is it that you're working on today, and how are you leveraging innovation to drive that platform further?
First of all, thank you very much for your kind words. Um, I think technology can be a great enabler. And what I want to do is use technology to provide employment to 1 billion people around the planet that are unemployed today, that are still waiting to find that ideal job. Unfortunately, traditional jobs in manufacturing and in other industries are going away, and we have to now, focus. We are heading into a creative economy where anybody with a good idea, can create a company of their own, and it may not be successful. Not all companies are successful, but the important thing is to try. So I'm creating an app-based platform to encourage people to become entrepreneurs, to figure out problems that they can solve on their own. I will provide them with the resources in the form of mentors, content, and later on even funding, to so that they can branch out on their own and solve local problems for their own local communities. And I think that is the future of employment the world over.
Guys, creator economy has seen a huge growth in the past decade. 10 years back, if somebody told you that they are trying to make a career being a YouTuber, you'd be like, what are you talking about? But we have seen that TikTok, since its launch in 2017, 2018, has already reached over 1 billion users. That's almost like 1/12 of the world's population of 8 billion people. And today, with the creator economy, we have seen creators establish their careers where YouTube, TikTok has made millionaires. However, as Sabeer rightly pointed out, with more and more people entering the creator economy, the space, which last year was probably $3 to $4 billion, is ripe for great growth, but it is still a small segment and a small market. And what you just mentioned, that, and especially knowing that you're working on generative AI, a lot of the jobs of today would become redundant tomorrow. And it is interesting to hear your perspective on how you think people can make money doing what they like. And I would also then want to ask you a follow-up question on whether the creator economy will be will see a boost with AI, or do you think it is a threat to the creator economy? So we could split those questions. But the first question for you is, how can people, in the presence of AI growing by leaps and bounds, taking away jobs, be able to make money doing what they like?
I see. No, I think once again they have to be creative about it. First step is understanding what this whole AI revolution is, and it's really simple. It all depends on the kind of questions you ask. Large language models like ChatGPT, and depending on the kind of questions you ask, it will give you the right kind of answers.
Right.
So I think creative types should use and leverage this to create new things and new products that people might want and need. So first step is to understand how this whole thing works, and it's relatively simple. It requires a couple of days of playing around on the internet. And the next step is using ChatGPT to your advantage, to creating something new that people would want to pay for. And I think that's where you have the greatest opportunity. As an example, with this ChatGPT model, you could create a completely new medical service that can help people who don't have access to doctors to get good medical advice. In the beginning, it could begin as a curated form of advice, but I see it as a great equalizer. For the first time, you can use technology, and for example, in India, there are 300 to 400 million people who've never seen a doctor.
Yes.
If you can use technology to give them medical like services from the get go in the rural parts of the country, I mean, that is
Amazing.
amazing. That's a game changing technology, use of technology.
So
Educating people is another opportunity.
I would like to just layer the information you shared about health services. Recently, in a series of tests run on Chat GPT by doctors themselves, they found that medical advice offered by Chat GPT is as good as, or in fact, even a little better than what you would get from doctors. But more important was the fact that Chat GPT was actually more empathetic
Yes.
than the doctors themselves. That's one interesting perspective to look at. ChatGPT hasn't yet been certified by MLE, so it cannot be your doctor, not yet. However, the other good thing is when we talk about getting access to health information, right? So we are talking about places in India. Even in India, when Google AI tried to do work with ophthalmology, at that time it was discovered that probably one ophthalmologist is present for 100,000 people, which is such a meager number, and so many people in India unfortunately suffer from cataracts, etc. However, it's also interesting that in a well-established economy, in fact the largest economy on earth, even in US, if you go to places like Alaska, you have one doctor present in a radius of 50 miles, which is a lot. So I am really thrilled by the data and the stats that you shared. What I would love to ask you is the name of the app that you're working on, so people can go and follow and just follow the progress along, and also paint a picture of what you see happening over the next 3 to 5 years with that app. The growth of not just people coming on the platform, but also what kind of an impact it would have on the society as a whole.
So the name of the app is Showreel. Showreelapp.com is where you can find it, or just type in Showreel on either the Google Play Store or
And
Apple
App Store.
App Store. And initially, I see it as an app that will educate entrepreneurs and provide resources to entrepreneurs around the world on how to start thinking about entrepreneurship. Everything is laid out for them in simple video form. All they have to do is think of an idea. That's what is missing, you know. So that is one part. And as we evolve, I think we will use it as a platform for even funding entrepreneurs and giving them the very first start to explore their idea, because oftentimes everybody has ideas but they are not able to convert those into real meaningful companies.
So, would you love to talk about the journey that a typical, and I love how you're calling everyone entrepreneurs, right? Because I have worked with a lot of creators, and unfortunately, the word influencer has become a little bit of a taboo. There is negative connotation associated with it now. I don't know why, but that is how things are. So, I love addressing them as what they are. They are entrepreneurs and they are solopreneurs, right? A lot of them are doing everything by themselves. It just amazes me. So these entrepreneurs who come to Showreel app, what would their journey look like?
So, very first step is education. I have reduced all of entrepreneurship into 13 videos, total of 25 minutes of viewing time. So first they get to view videos, which is a very impactful way of teaching people things. They don't have to read books, they don't have to try to understand and translate from books to their own knowledge. They actually see videos.
A lot of us are visual learners.
First step. Second step is if they have a good idea, they can pitch their idea. So they learn how to pitch. How you can pitch it to potential investors, other partners, and stuff. And then the third step is actual funding. and I'm lining up a large fund to micro fund them, to give them the very first, step, or the first set of institutional money, if you will, to help them, expand on their nascent
Kickstart their
idea,
journey.
kickstart their journey.
That's amazing. So, folks, it's Showreel app, and is it live today for the aspiring entrepreneurs? Can they go in there?
It is live today. They can go and download the app today.
And who would you say is the ideal audience? What about entrepreneurs who are already a little bit ahead in their journey? Can they also come in?
Everyone can learn from it. Like in the next week, I'm going to bring 500 startups on the app in India as a
500
start.
startups is a huge platform across the globe for launching startups. They are not just an incubator accelerator, but they also have a large fund. So when he says 500 startups, it's not just 500 startups, because I'm pretty sure there are going to be like 1 million plus startups that come on the platform. 500 startups itself is a platform that.
Yeah, we would love for 1 million startups to come. And like I said, it's a collaborative effort. We will help the startups through education and mentorship and connections. And as the platform grows, we'll even be able to bring in funding to fund them.
Another question that I wanted to ask you was, in terms of demographics, is the audience just people from United States, for example, or is this a great app for folks from India, Africa, countries that are now seeing a huge growth in entrepreneurship, but yes, there is a lack of mentorship or advisory that's present in the company, because a lot of the new startups are that they are new. So they haven't gone through their entire cycles of, multiple crests and troughs or multiple winters.
Yeah, no, this is truly a global app. We're not targeting just the US, we're targeting the whole world. In fact, I'm thinking of doing a television or a Netflix or a OTT based show that teaches people the basics of entrepreneurship. I'm thinking about more of a dolphin tank as opposed to a shark tank.
Yes.
Because a shark tank is only the final stage of the deal, whereas a dolphin tank will actually teach entrepreneurs different steps of entrepreneurship and help them in their journey.
That is amazing. When I think of Shark Tank, I'm literally thinking about the Shark Tank show, and there people get chewed and thrown out. So it's still a great show. It's great entertainment. But when I see VCs making offers like 50% of your company for $5,000, doesn't excite me personally. That being said, that has helped launch so many companies, not just in the US, but also in India. And Shark Tank now is a global show. I am really excited to for the launch of the show, because that would be a true reflection of how your investors come in as advisors and help you nurture and grow, and they are not just there as sharks trying to make money off of what you are building, but rather a lot of the times they help you get to success. And they are not just trying to get, as you said, in final stages trying to profit off of your success, but help you be successful as well. So, Sabeer, for our listeners, a lot of them are aspiring entrepreneurs. What would be a call to action for them?
No, the call to action really is that we are headed into a new frontier of a creative economy, and in the creative economy, really, it's your imagination that will set you apart from anyone else. And so, just imagine a future, and if you think that is you can make it happen, take the steps into leveraging technology to make it happen.
Absolutely. So, guys, again, that was Sabeer Bhatia, the founder of Hotmail, but also the founder of Showreel app, which is in the Play Store and the App Store. So, if you want to learn entrepreneurial lessons and even just leadership lessons, regardless of whether or not you are ready to kickstart your entrepreneurship journey, go ahead, download the Showreel app, and keep looking for the progress and the impact that is being created by it. I'm Soniya, and I'm the show host of the Silicon Dreams and the founder of Orbis 86. Thank you for listening.